Hey guys, it's Castro72 and I'm here with my August 2012 thrift store pickups. Let's just get started. I went to Gamestop and I picked up Persona 4 Arena for the PS3. Now Persona 4 Arena was $59.99 there. It's a fighting game, sort of like in the same vein as Guilty Gear or BlazBlue. I haven't tried it yet, but my friends were playing it online. These games are pretty tough for me. I'm more of a Street Fighter guy, but I really wanted to pick this up. Anytime there's like a 2D fighter that shows up on the newer consoles, I always try to get it. So I got this one. It was released by Atlas. And I also got from GameStop a Wii game. I got The Last Story. Now, Last Story was $49.99. It's an RPG. I usually don't have time for RPGs, but these are some of the last good games that are being released for the Nintendo Wii. I think Pandora's Tower is also a game that I'm hoping they're going to release here. And of course they have that new Xenoblade game that came out. Those guys are probably like the last really, really good games that are going to show up on the Wii before Wii U comes up. So very collectible. It also came with this Last Story, the premium soundtrack disc, which I haven't opened yet either. Next, I went to the Unique Thrift Store and I found a game for the N64 called Lego Racers. Now, Lego Racers is a Rarity 3 valued at $10, and I got it for $2.99. Lego game, and probably plays like Mario Kart. Haven't tried it yet. Next, I went to Half Price Books and I found another N64 game called Milo's Astrolanes. Now, it's a Rarity 3 valued at $8. I got this for $2.99 as well. Same price as Lego Racers. Now, I heard this is sort of like bowling in space, but I think I read somewhere online that the developers tried like too many weird gimmicks with this game, and it ended up like sort of half-baked. But, you know, I kind of like bad games, so I think I'm going to give this one a try. Next, I went to the Disc Replay and I found Fire Pro Wrestling 2 for the Game Boy Advance. I found this for $3.99. They had marked it as Fire Pro Wrestling 1, so I'm hoping Fire Pro Wrestling 1 is actually a cheaper game than Fire Pro Wrestling 2 because I got the $3.99 price point for it. I don't know what Fire Pro Wrestling 2 is actually worth at the Disc Replay, but I got it for the price of the prequel and not the sequel. I also found Basshunter 64 for the N64, which is a Rarity 4 valued at $13. I got this for 99 cents, really cheap. It's a fishing game. It was at one time a Blockbuster game. It has that little Blockbuster sticker thing on the back. Haven't tried it. Fishing game, for 99 cents is fine. I also found David Crane's Amazing Tennis, which is a Rarity 1, valued at $3. I got this for 99 cents. It's for the Super Nintendo. At first I thought David Crane was like some sort of tennis star, but I realized that's the David Crane, I think, from the programming fame. I think he's from Activision. He made like some Atari 2600 games. I think maybe he made A Boy and His Blob for the NES. I'm not sure. All I know is he's a famous developer. I should know, being a classic gamer, but yeah, David Crane. Guys, don't crucify me for not knowing who he is, because it didn't hit me at first. I was like, is he like some tennis player? But he's a developer. The next thing I found at Disc Replay was Clay Fighter 63 1/3, Rarity 4, valued at $12. I got it for $5.99. You know, I kind of wanted the other version of this game, which I think was a Blockbuster exclusive called the Sculptor's Cut, Clay Fighters 63 1/3 Sculptor's Cut. But this one's a good find because, you know, fighting game on the N64. I remember playing the SNES version of this game, or prequel. A lot of fun. It's kind of goofy. Everybody moves like they're in claymation, I think. Next, I found Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue for the N64. Lots of N64 games this month. A Rarity 3 valued at $14. Got it for $1.99. By the time Lightspeed Rescue came out on TV, I had stopped following Power Rangers. I think I just watched season 1 and 2. And I actually used to watch the Japanese versions of the Power Rangers, the whole Sentai series. There's this like, I'd get bootlegs from this Japanese like rental store, but they were actually much better than our Americanized Power Rangers. But that's a whole other topic. I heard this is kind of a bunch of mini games for the Power Rangers, and I think it's the only Power Rangers game on the N64. Supposedly just average. Next, Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero. Rarity 2, valued at $8 for the N64. I got this for $3.99. Subpar fighting game, from what I read. Kind of like they took Sub-Zero and put him like in a Kung Fu or Double Dragon setting, and it doesn't really work out. They say the level design is pretty bad too, but I got it. Last but not least, I went to People Play Games, and I found maybe the 2 most expensive games, but games that I wanted, and so I spent the money on them. I found Double Dragon 3 for the Sega Genesis. Double Dragon 3, the arcade game for the Sega Genesis. Rarity 3, valued at $8. I did get it for about that price, $7.95. People Play Games price accordingly. I wish it was complete, like with the box and instruction manual, but it's not. But I can't wait to play this one. I like Double Dragon. And last but not least, I got Super Troll Islands for the Super Nintendo. Rarity 4, valued at $10. I got it for $5.95. Now let me tell you guys, I think I've been looking for this game for like 10 years. Well, almost 10 years. I had once seen this at Gamestop when Gamestop had those used SNES bins, and I always passed it up. And finally, GameStop stopped selling SNES. I kind of wanted to find it, and I had never seen it again. I had gone to many thrift stores, never found it. I finally went to People Play Games, and they had this copy, so I said, hey, let's finally get this and see what it's like. Maybe I'll do a video for it. Super Troll Islands. I used to see this and the Rex Ronin educational game for SNES right next to each other. Luckily, I did pick up Rex Ronin. You guys got to check that game out. It's just a weird educational game about smoking. But Super Troll Island's probably just as weird. Anyway, that's what I found for the month of August. Unfortunately, I probably won't have anything to report for September, as I kind of took a little break from going to the thrift stores and collecting a bit. But I'll have other videos for you guys, maybe some playthroughs, or maybe I'll go through one of my libraries and do a video for that. But anyway, until then, happy gaming.